What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chantel, also known as Miss Unbreakable Timeline, whichever one you want to call me. And so in this video, as you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to do like a little get ready with me. I haven't really did this in a while. I mean, not get ready with me. I'm going to do like a little chit chat get ready with me. And I'm thinking about doing like a little spring makeup look. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way every time I upload, you guys will be notified.
I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how I'm on.
So let's get right into it. I don't want to make the video long. I always say that. I'm pretty sure it's gonna probably be like a good 30 minutes, but I'm just gonna get right into the video. Some of the makeup I use, I probably will mention it, and I don't have like new products right now that I'm going to present in this video, maybe one or two, but I'm thinking about doing a all new makeup from primer to foundation, everything new, because I do have a lot of new makeup that I want to kind of review. So, and also if you hear that noise in the background, my daughters are watching stuff on the computer and my phone. Let's go in with the first topic, and if you guys can tell, I already did my eyebrows just so the video won't be super long. We can just keep it rolling. My face is already moisturized. I washed it and I already primed it with the foundation primer by Morphe. And I just add a little bit. If you all did not see that video, I did kind of like a full face of Morphe products. So please go ahead and check that out. I didn't mention, but I been got the P. Louise base. And they didn't have my colors. So I got it in number 2, Rumor 2. And they sent me 01. So which is way too light. But I did use this for my Nipsey blue eye look. So I'm going to use it in this one too, because I want my colors, spring colors, to pop. And I'm just going to apply just a little bit, because it's really, really light. You don't need to apply that much. Alright, so anyways, this is not really a talk through about my eye makeup. Let's go ahead and get into these topics. First thing I want to talk about is the Ayesha Curry situation. And don't get me wrong, she's very beautiful, have beautiful kids, got a nice looking family. You know, her husband's not bad looking at all. And I felt like this was a topic that I need to discuss, because I just had it on my heart to do so. And I'm not bashing anybody on how I feel. It is pretty much like my unpopular opinion. So, as you guys know, she had a talk with Jada Pinkett Smith on the Red Table Talk. And she talks about not getting attention from men. Okay. My first thing is, and I'm going to just keep going, y'all. So, like I said, I'm going to mention the products. I don't want to make the video long at all. Now, if I could remember really quick, I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm getting off topic. But if I could remember, I didn't put setting powder on this P. Louise base. And I don't think you need any of it, because the P. Louise dries pretty fast and it sets itself. So, also, I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics Neutral Shadow and Blush Palette. And I used this before, not in a video, but I used it maybe once or twice before. So she goes on there talking about not getting attention from men because her husband, you know, is this famous basketball player, which you guys know, Steph Curry, obviously Ayesha Curry. And wait, before I go into the video, I'm gonna go in with this like peach pink looking shade here, which is like a soft matte, and I'm gonna just put that as my transition. And as I can remember, this don't have any fallout too, and I'm not applying, I'm not like dabbing my makeup brush in it, you know. So fallout is non-existence in this palette. But yeah, so she's talked about that, and she's saying, you know, because she had kids, and that's the reason why she got her, like her a boob job and blah, blase, blase, blase. My thing is, you don't need attention from men when you're already married. You have a beautiful family. Your husband is this total babe, and you know he has money, and you know he's not worried about, well, that we know of, he's not worried about if, you know, he's getting attention from women, because I'm sure he is, just like I'm sure she's getting attention from men. But that shouldn't be something that you announce to the world. Like, you're married, sis. And I mean, if you wanted attention from men like that, then I just say don't get married. Just, you know, have your little fling or whatever with, you know, your husband now, I guess. Just have your little fling and y'all do your thing. But my thing is, I don't think that should have really been like public or whatever. I'll be happy just with, you know, being married to him, and you know she has her own makeup line going. She's getting just as successful as him, you know. And I'm gonna go in with this blush, which is like a real like rose pink blush, and I'm just blending that together. I just wish that she, you know, she never said. I'm pretty sure she's getting attention from men. I mean, they're not going to say it because she's married into a very, very known basketball player. Like, but trust me, sis, a lot of people is watching, and I'm pretty sure a lot of men probably like, they want to be in Steph Curry's place. Alright, then I'm going to just do a little cut crease with this P. Louise base. And I just feel like she's just a little bit too older for all of that. Like, now I don't even want the attention from guys, because the only attention I want is from my boyfriend. That's it. That's the only attention I want. I just think, you know, maybe she feel insecure or whatever, and I'm a female, but at the same time I might feel insecure, but that's something that you need to let your husband know. Like, if you're insecure about something or whatever the case may be, just let your man know. Don't leave him in the dark. Because when you leave him in the dark like that, well, I don't know about Steph Curry, I ain't gonna lie, but if I would have did something else like that, my boyfriend probably was like, well, maybe you don't need to be in a relationship. Maybe you don't need to be married. If you're trying to look for you know, other men's attention, like, Steph Curry probably don't see nothing wrong with it. But I just feel like, as a grown lady, you shouldn't want that attention from other men. You should be happy exactly where you are. Not saying she's not, but so what if your man is getting all the attention? Let him. He's famous. That's what groupies do. Groupies gonna try to get your guy, or he's gonna get all the attention because he has money and people know him. But I just hope, you know, whatever it is, communication is so big in relationships. I just feel like there should have been like a conversation about it. You know, like, babe, like, you know, with him going to her, like, you know, just tell me what it is that, you know, what attention are you looking for from these other guys that I'm not giving to you? I know I probably work all the time or whatever, but tell me what it is. It seems like she's always with him anyways at his games. So, alright, so let's move on. You know, the point of that is, I think she should have just kept that between her and Steph Curry. about wanting that attention. Get it from him, you know? And I'm not saying it like just to be rude or anything like that, but get it from your husband. That's all you need. The attention is from your husband, and that's it. And if y'all do anything more than that, let it be between y'all. The world don't need to know you want attention from other men. So, my next topic is talking about, which I really don't want to talk about it, but the whole Nipsey Hussle, his whole passing. Now, when he passed, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, some people's like, don't go on social media. You know, if it's real, you don't have to go on social media to talk about it, blah, blah, blah. Which I understand for the people, for the people that knew him. Of course, they didn't really directly, they didn't jump on social media to talk about it because they know him. They're closer to him. But for fans and people that only knew him from his music and knew a little bit about him, that's the only other way that we can, you know, show that we're hurt, you know? What other way? We can't reach out to the family or, you know, to say, you know, send our regards or anything like that. The only way we can do it is go on social media. We can't even have, you know, instant message anybody because, again, they're going to look at our message and be like, who are you? You know, they're not going to pay us any attention. So that is our only way to do so. Now, with my situation, my story, I never met him, of course. I barely knew anything about him. I always knew, sorry, yeah, I got to put some Too Faced lip injection on. For my lips, it's a little dry. But the only way anybody knew of him is through his, you know, music. And I knew about him, like, oh my God, I knew about Nipsey Hussle for years now. But as you all know, he is more of a West Coast artist. I'm in the South. I never like really heard his music until back in like January. I heard one of his songs, and I'll get into that too, which is called Double Up. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about it now. But yeah, that's you know, that's my first time hearing of his song. But he is a West Coast artist. I'm in the South, so of course I didn't listen to any of his music. I always thought, you know, no, you know, disrespect to anybody, but I always was like, oh wow, he's very handsome, you know. But I never listened to his music, just to be honest. And now that, you know, he's passed and stuff like that, people's like, oh, people didn't even know him and they're, you know, mourning, you know, his death and blah, 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 blah. But honestly, that's just like if, my bad, before, I'm going to go on with this NYX Vibrant Brights in yellow because I'm going to do like a little liner, wing liner. And I got to concentrate, so hold on, y'all. Yeah, so people's like, you know, now that he's gone, people want to mourn him. Of course, that's the point of an artist too. Like, people get attached and, you know, get to know their history, you know, after a while. And it is sad that, you know, somebody has to be gone in order for someone to recognize, you know, the good in that person or what they've done. And it's true. But that's just like, if you're watching, I see somebody post, like, if you're watching a movie and like, if at the end of the movie, if they die or something, you're like really heartbroken. You don't know that person, but you just have this feeling, and you know, it just have an effect. You know that of course in the movies it's not real, but you still feel some type of sadness and sorrow. Well, this is real, and their feelings a different way. People mourn a different way. And with me, like I said, I don't know who he is, never met him, anything. But I started listening to his music back in January, and it was really weird because when I seen the Double Up video on YouTube, I loved how the thumbnail looked, and it was crazy because I was like, oh, let me check out this video by Nipsey. You know, again, I already knew who he was for years. Don't ask me how. I really don't know, but I just always knew about him and heard of that name, and because he kind of looked like Snoop Dogg. I heard that song, and I think I heard another one of his songs besides that. Well, I can't really remember right now which song it was. So one day I'm just riding to work, and we're like, maybe back in, I think it was like February. It was, no, maybe in March. It was definitely in March because it was like 2 weeks before I seen that he had passed. But it was weird because I was riding to work, and like I was just like crying because, you know, my nephew had got killed maybe like 3 years ago. So, oh, let me hurry up because this foundation dries really fast. So yeah, so then just, I don't know, something in me just, you know, just started crying or whatever. And I'm not like big on crying at all. So I was like, this is really weird. Or, you know, not weird because, you know, a tragic accident did happen, like I said, 3 years ago. But I guess because I never really expressed how I felt about it when that happened. Y'all, when I said this foundation is so drying, oh my god. But yeah, like I said, I found it real strange because I was, you know, going to work, and I was just boohoo crying or whatever, just thinking about the situation. But I was listening to the Double Up song, and I just did not know why off of that song. Let me go ahead and with the concealer. I really like this foundation, but it's just too drying for my skin. So yeah, so I really like that song. And then 2 weeks later, that's when, you know, the whole tragic happened. So I just feel like you don't have to know a person, you know, to feel something, you know, towards them when something happens. Oh y'all, this looks so yellow. When something happens, it's just like a spiritual thing. Even when I was watching, yes, and you guys, yes, I really did. At the I watched the whole funeral on Tidal, and I was like, Louis, please. And I was like, seriously, like boohoo crying while I was at work, just watching the video. But the pastor on there was like, he didn't even know who Nipsey Hussle was, and he was like, he had just learned about him, but he already knew so much about him in that 2 weeks of learning him. So that's my point. It's just saying, like, you don't really have to like be around a person all the time to know who they are, or, you know what they were doing in the community, you know, like. That needs to tone down a little bit. Maybe once I do a contour, because I look crazy right now. So when that happened, like I said, I was just feeling like really, oh my god, I can't do it. I was just feeling really, really bad for Lauren London, the kids, especially when, you know, her son spoke at the funeral, and he was just saying how he had a dream, you know, 2 days after his passing. And, you know, I just felt like people don't understand, but spirits are real. Like, that man came in, you know, his stepson's dream just to let him know that he's in paradise, he's in a better place. And even though we might not see it like that, but he wanted the little boy to send us all a message. Oh, you know, one, like how we all was feeling. You know, we didn't understand, but honestly, God knows, and you know, now He knows, you know, why it was His time to leave into a better place. And I felt like that message, man, that really, really, really touched me. And I was just like, I don't know. Maybe I think it was a sign before all of that happened, why I was like just, you know, crying and stuff, like 2 weeks before his passing. Because, you know, like I said, I was more so thinking about my nephew and, you know, about his tragic death. And thinking about it, I think it just had a lot to do with me, you know, feeling some type of way before, you know, I don't know. It was just really, really, really strange. I had just listened to his music back in January, and then when that all happened, where I was like sobbing, you know, going to work, was 2 weeks, and then, you know, that's when he passed. But that funeral was really nice, you know. Lauren London kept she kept it real strong, you know, for herself and her kids. And I can't even say I imagine, you know, because I really can't imagine, you know, what she must be going through and feeling right now. And people just need to let her mourn. Like, just let her mourn. You know, all she needs right now is just her mom, or, you know, she's very private. So, whatever she's going through, she's not going to let that be known. That's number one, you know? But just let the lady mourn in peace. And, I don't know, it's just tragic. It's real, real tragic. I think he was very spiritual, and even though, you know, to some it might not seem like it because of, you know, everything that he was in. He's, you know, a gangbanger and all of that, but you gotta look past that and look at what he was trying to do. He would still stay in the hood. How many people you know still will stay in the hood after getting money and, you know, try to help his people? Like, you don't get none like that. So I'm going to go in with this Climax mascara. I'm absolutely loving this right now. And this is by NARS. And then I'm going to just go in. This is a lip liner by NYX in the shade Sand Pink. But I'm going to just do my waterline. Hopefully it can show because this is the only pink one I have. And then I'm going to apply the mascara to my bottom lash. And then I'm going to go in with this Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. It is in Molten Rose Gold. But I want to try to hurry up and do this video. I wanted to talk about more, to be honest. But this video went on way too long. But I just wanted to kind of touch bases on, you know, those few things. Look at that highlight, y'all. Can y'all see that highlight? Then, I'm going to just go in with a lip gloss because the color that I use, the lip color that I use, is kind of like more of a pink, and y'all know how I feel about pinks. I'm not too big on pinks. And I didn't spray any setting spray before I apply highlight, but it's fine because that highlight is still popping. So I'm going to go ahead and spray, and then I'm going to put on lashes, and then I'll come back. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I hope you all really, really enjoyed it. I just did like a quick springtime makeup with a pop of yellow because it is springtime. So I hope you guys also liked kind of like what I was talking about. I couldn't really talk too much. Well, not talk too much, but I really couldn't really give too much. It's just my... But yeah, so that was just how I felt about the whole situation. Yeah, so I just read a lot about him, seen a lot of his interviews, and I was like, wow, he's so intelligent. And for someone to take, you know, such a good man like that away from, you know, his loved ones, his children, it's just very, very devastating. But as we all know, he's definitely in a better place. He was definitely like
Tupac of my generation.
My generation. I am 30. He was 34. You know, Tupac kind of died when I was little. I always knew about his music. And that's another thing. Like, kids that grew up after Tupac died, they still, like, love Tupac. They never met him. He died before they was even born. So it's just like the same concept. A lot of people love Tupac, probably never met him, just, you know, heard him through his music. And that's kind of like what Nipsey Hussle was, you know. So anyways, I just felt like, you know, people always gonna have something to say. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoy how I created this look. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up. I know I kind of like rambled on and on, but anyways, I just wanted to kind of talk about that and how I felt about those situations. So yeah, if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe. And I'm also going to leave a few videos here or here, because I know you guys want to see another video. You have to. And yeah, I'll wait until you do. Anyways, see you guys.